To be honest,
That's pretty good.
you'd be surprised how much though. Hello everyone, this is Modeling with Variety, and today we're taking a look at the core, real Tyre Color and Jupitive unit plus support weapons unit, or to put it simply, the Jupitive Gundam by Daban. To know if Daban really just gave me a bad copy of the previous model we took a look at, the Uraven Gundam. Let's take a look. Do note that I'll be calling this the Jupitive or the Jupitive Gundam for the rest of the video, cause it's really easier that way. Also note that I decided to put on the stickers way past later, so there are some parts that the stickers are on and aren't there. Opening the box, you see the usual stuff. 2 bags of runners and your manual. The runners are alright, but there seems to be always a part that's always either missing or just plain chewed up from the opening. That's the inner part of the hand and a chewed up left front skirt. I can't really blame the shop for missing this detail cause Daban has been doing this since before they got shut down by Bandai, so it is kind of to be expected. Do take note of it though. Also, the runners are in ABS plastic, so they aren't going to work with your typical plastic cement. Alright, let's get it built up. What's there to say? I like it. The build of the Jupitive was quite different this time around. There are some parts that need modding to fit, and some needed a little more force to fit in there. So the build experience isn't as smooth as the Uraven. How about the feel when the Jupitive is built up? It's totally better than the Uraven. There are no falling parts, the articulation feels more solid, which could do some poses. Emphasis on the some though, since the problem here are still those polycaps. They aren't as strong as Bandai, so they droop and sag faster rather than just holding the pose for a little bit then sagging. And the connections of the Jupiter armor to the original core Gundam doesn't feel like jank like the Uraven did at some places. And the detail on it, though minimal, is relatively sharp, so it's, again, pretty good. The stickers are still crap though, so I don't want to bother sticking it on. It's a review, you're supposed to put everything on it, you idiot. Okay, fine. Huh, they're actually pretty good. Not that great, but they do the job. As for the articulation, the head goes up and down, then 360. The arm moves up about a little bit more than 90 degrees, then spins 360. The upper arm could spin 360 as well, and it has a double elbow joint so it could bend pretty nice. It has no ab crunch. Could rotate only that much. The legs could move front that far, back that far, and out that far. The thighs could rotate that much. It can bend almost 180. The feet moves forward that far, back that far, then pivots side to side quite nicely. The boosters could go up and down and in and out that much. It has this end part that pulls open, then swivels 360. That will be useful later. And that's about it for the articulation. Anyway, the clear parts are slightly foggy on the Jupitive and not as good looking as Bandai's. And the clear pink beams aren't the same with the Uraven's dark pink that we usually see. It's a light pink color, so keep that in mind. And the stand is a different color from the Uraven, so take note of that. Well, other than that, there isn't really much to complain about. Is it better than the Bandai? No, of course not. Not with all those aforementioned shortcomings and mold sinks all over the kit that will make it a pain in the ass to rebuild and paint. So yeah, it's not good. But do you get what you pay for? Of course. It's about this much to this much without shipping, so a good deal. So much so that I'd recommend buying the Daban if you want something that's super cheap, that you wouldn't think twice to break it in half through customizing it. And the mere fact that the model does what it does, still in a relatively okay experience, gives me more confidence about the next releases by Daban. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. The fuck?